In this video, I will reveal you how to get access to the exclusive tea of our private tea collection. It is a tea deal available only for YouTube subscriber and the availability is very limited. So you want to stick on the screen before it is too late. Hi guys, this is Gabriele from nannuoshan, where we share the pleasure of drinking and discovering genuine farm tea. And today I want to give you an opportunity to discover very special tea. If you're new here in our channel and you're also looking to expand your tea knowledge and brewing skills, then make sure to click on the subscribe button. Alright, let's get started. So, in previous video, I actually already told you a few possibilities that you have to make tea deals with nannuoshan. Now, today it is the time to reveal you another way of doing a very good tea deal that is actually available only for our subscribers. So, I'm traveling today. You see, I'm not in my current studios. I'm actually here in South Carolina, and I have been going for a hike, and let's say early spring hike, and in the hood, and I took all my equipment with me to find a quiet place in the forest and shoot this video, because I wanted to get inspiration from traveling, because this deal that I want to give you is very much related with traveling, and in particular when we travel in China to source tea for nannuoshan. Now, you know that when we travel there, our main purpose is finding tea for nannuoshan, but it's not always possible to buy the tea for nannuoshan. And why? Because sometimes the price is just too high and we cannot buy because it doesn't have a market in Europe. Yes, that's right. The Chinese tend to spend more money for tea than we do here in Europe and in the US. On top of that, it might be that we have already a very similar tea on stock, so we cannot have too many teas that are too similar to each other. It's also not very good for the shop. And also sometimes the quantity that is available by the farmer is just so little that it's not even worthy for us to buy it. So many different reasons. Sometimes we buy anyway these specialties and we place in a very particular collection that we have on our website that is called Absolute Tea. And thank you, Jens, for coining this naming, because it's really absolute quality of tea. So far, only 3 teas were eligible for ending up in our Absolute Tea collection. And it's always a little bit risky and it's very difficult to decide, shall we buy not. Why? Because if the tea remains unsold, it's problematic, it is very expensive, so it's very difficult to sell it despite the quality. And if, for example, it is a green tea and you don't sell it, then the quality decreases over time and we have to take it back anyway from the collection. Alright, so what happened in those cases? We buy the tea for us. We buy the tea for us, we enrich our private collection, and now it is the time to share that private collection with you. So let's find out how. First of all, what we have done, Matthias and I are very eager of buying tea for us where we are in China. We tend to spend a lot of money for tea, not only for nannuoshan but also for ourselves. So what we have done, we have met recently and we have selected 14 teas of our private collection to share with you. Now, each of these tea will be given to you in a specific mount, 1 each mount, and every mount we will do a video on YouTube to review that particular tea. I will reveal you soon which is the first tea that we will share with you very soon, but first of all, let's look a little bit about quantity, about quality, and about cost. So we said it is 14 different teas. The total value of these teas is 213 euros, and the total quantity is slightly above 200 grams. So it's a little bit above 1 euro for 1 gram. Now, how can I be so precise about the value of this tea? Because we have a specific method, very accurate, to calculate the value of the tea that I will share with you in a future video. So for now, you have to trust me. It's about 200 grams of tea, worthy well above 200 euros. So now you have 2 options to access this tea. The first option is to place a subscription, to subscribe our private collection. When you do so, you will get all 14 teas for 149 euros. So we give you a lot of discount for 149 euros plus the shipping cost. Now, you can avoid paying the shipping cost because if you place an order just before we send out the private collection tea, we will send the private collection tea along with your order, and we will give you a voucher to refund you of the shipping cost that you have paid before. It sounds complicated, it's not. To subscribe our private collection, you want to send an email to info@nannuoshan.org and ask us for the details, and we'll explain you how everything will run. All right, another option. Sorry, there is an airplane flying by. Hopefully it's not disturbing too much. So another option to access to our private collection is just buy a single tea. So we will every month disclose which is the private collection tea of the month in our newsletter in the YouTube channel, and you can simply just place an order for that specific tea. But there is a but. First of all, the subscribers come first. So we have very little quantity, just a few grams for some of those teas, and if the subscribers have already completed, there are so many basically that we have no tea left, there will be no tea left for single orders. And also you won't get the same discount as the discount that you can get with the subscription. So we definitely suggest to go for the subscription, and I can guarantee you, you won't be disappointed with any of those teas. Alright, so now let's see which will be the first tea that we send out with the private collection subscription. The first tea is Jianghuaxiang. Jianghuaxiang means ginger flower fragrance. As the name reveals, it is actually a Danzong tea, and is a Danzong that you already know because you might have already seen a video that I've done with Caroline where I was blind tasting my own teas. So Caroline selected a tea for me, and I had to find out which tea it was. It was a little bit stressful. It was a lot of fun also, for sure, for you looking. And Caroline actually picked up quite expensive and special teas that last year I found with her actually when traveling in China, and it was just too expensive for the European market, so I bought just 500 grams for me. Well, now you can think that half a kilo of tea is not a little quantity, it's not a little quantity for a very expensive tea. It's actually quite a lot. But if you want to have really good price, you have to buy at least half a kilo. And there are more details about that in another video that we've made about the wholesale price. So you want to have a look at that. You have also a link in the description below if you want to know why we buy even for ourselves half a kilo. And a little bit of that has already been drunk by me and friends. There is a little bit left, and some of that will be shared with you next month. So, by the way, if you watch this video in the future, don't be afraid that you can still participate to the subscription. You can always try to send an email to info@nannuoshan.org, and if there is tea available, even if we have sent that out in the previous month, we will be glad to share that also with you. Otherwise, you can always join the subscription from that point on, and we have much more tea actually available, so it might be that when those 14s are over, we will simply extend the subscription, depending how much do you like that, yeah? Alright, so I think I have covered a little bit of everything here. If you're interested in subscribing our private collection, go ahead and send an email to info@nannuoshan.org, ask for more details, and a lot of tea, one each month, will come your way very soon. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you want to stay tuned with more tea content, with more tea videos, go ahead and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.